This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Friday evening, July 25th, 2025. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. Let me put my phone up on the stand. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have some auction house to do tonight, and I was working on a transparent art journal page. I'm on just a few minutes early, but I need to get set up, so let's take some time and do that while we're waiting for folks to come in. Go to my account, go to my stream. Hello, I'm what you've been waiting for. Jacqueline was on tonight. I got in there right at the last minute. Hi, Kimberly Ray. Oh my goodness, lady, there you are. I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Are you staying cool? Hi, Melody. Oh my goodness. And Vale? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And there's Angie. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me change my chat to all messages. It's good to see you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, let's change the quality up from, come on, quality up from 480 to 1080. There we go. Look at you all. Vale says, evening, Meri, and all who comes in. Well, it says I have 9 of you out there, so some of you are up in the balcony, which is perfectly okay. I'm going to open my auction house, but first, I'm going to put these things I was working on this morning back in the kit, and I will come back later maybe and work on them. I am doing a transparent art journal page. And let me grab those. No. Let me take, some of these came from other kits, but I'm looking for those other transparencies here. They're here. I'll put those there. Okay. Got a little cleanup to do here. Cleanup on aisle 9. This was a kit that I got probably a couple years ago from Keisha, and I've been doing some house cleaning, some organizing, and I decided I'm going to use up some of this stuff. Now I'll come back to this later because I do want to use up, but I didn't get it all done this morning, and I probably won't get it all done this evening. But let's get this off my desk for now. Let's see, I think I'll use those if I need something. And I finished up my postcards this morning. And they will just go out. So we don't know what our weekend's going to look like. Okay, there we go. Clean up. On aisle 9, let's fix my phone a little here. Up a little. And I got a little bit of a glare. Let's just take one of these postcards and put there. Alrighty. Angie says, I'm on the road. I'm going home. Going home. Kimberly Ray is smiling. Vale said, I got my delicious package from Jacqueline yesterday. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What did I do with mine? Oh my goodness, where did I put it? Where did I put my mail? Come on, Meri. Where'd you put it? I think it fell behind my chair. Everything falls behind my chair. I'm what you've been waiting for. I'm driving over my paste book. I'll be glad when I get this room halfway cleaned up because There's no space in here for my feet. Hi, Elise and Melody. Welcome in. And Brenda Ashford. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dale, I wish I could see what you got. I wish that I could see what you got. Brenda says, good evening. Elise says, good evening all. Welcome in, ladies. Shall we get right to it? I don't think Jacqueline is expecting me to come on till 7:30, but it's just 2 minutes till. I'm going to go ahead and open her package first. I also got mail that I went to sell to Lindy and Sean, and I can't wait to open these. All right, postcards are falling. And I think this is the last of my auction hauls for a bit, except for I'll have one more package coming from Jacqueline that she's gonna invoice me. But I'll have to remind her when she invoices me. Oh, look at this yumminess. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. What do we have here? Look at this. I can tell you already I'm in love. Hi, Joyce Boring. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, let's see. Oh, look. Christmas. Mary gets a bell. It's a necklace. Maid, bring me my tea. Bring me my tea now. Oh dear. Hi, Joyce. Welcome in, Joyce. Did I say hello to you? I can't remember. Hello to everybody coming in. Oh, it's good to see all of you. It is good to see everybody, isn't it, Angie? All right, where does this open? Well, look, things are coming out here, so I guess it opens here. Oh, I'm loving this paper. We might use that tonight. Take it out. Another transparent art journal page in the works here. All right, beautiful papers. These are cards. It looks like they kind of got smished, but I'll be smishing them anyway. So, and these are just papers, Christmassy papers. And this looks like some folded smaller cards. All right. All right. Christmas in July. That was what she was doing. And we'll come back to that. We have a little gingerbread napkin. Aren't those cute? And some glassine bags that have been dyed. Very pretty. Some fabric. Some stockings. Now this, I think she was suggesting what I was thinking was to make, well, I'll probably make washi tape out of mine. But I think she said ruffles. I think she made ruffles, but mine is going to be washi tape. Not everything, but a good portion of it with these socks, Christmas socks. Got some vintage Santa fabric. These will probably go on ornaments. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Loving it. And another piece of fabric. I'm thinking about tea dyeing this. Or a portion of it. Christmas trees. I'm really liking this. This would actually go nice on the back of an ornament. All right, now we're down to persons, places, and things. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, and I love how she put the tag so that I can find the... Well, I guess she didn't. Oh, look. I think these are playing cards. I always have trouble finding the... I think it's right in here. I think she put this tag on it. All right. Give me a minute. Well, I might have to cut this one. But I'm not giving up. That's okay. That's just the price tag. I'm not sure where the opening is. Oh, it's over here. Isn't it? Dee Dee says, cut it, Mary. And I say, no, 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 no. They're playing cards. Audrey Hepburn. Cape May, New Jersey. Looks like a Indian design. Missouri. Just a regular playing card, which is the 2 of spades. A tie, a shirt and tie, and a necklace. And Hard Rock Hotel. Hard Rock Hotel. British Airways. And this looks like a king here, 9 of hearts, and the 10 of diamonds, which is another Audrey Hepburn. Some of these cards are a bit smaller, some are bigger. That's okay. Let's put them, shall I put them back? Yeah, I shall. Cool things. Cool school, Jacqueline. Melody says, Angie, I was hoping I would get it back. I've never had this happen before. Melody, I hope you get your crafting back. What happened, Melody? I lost my desire to craft back in January. I have so much and no desire to do anything. Oh! Here's my advice, if you want to take it. Do something small. Do just a twinchy or an inchy or a doodle on a page or just something really small. Don't force yourself to do a big, huge project that you have to set aside and maybe never get back to. That's how, I don't very often lose my mojo, but I have. And I find if I just do something small, maybe an ATC or a simple tag or something, you know, something really small, collage a napkin down on a piece of paper, put it in an old art journal or go through some of your old art journals or your old art, whatever. You may not do journaling, but whatever, if you have anything around that you've worked on before, go through and look at them. You've been doing a lot of family things, though, haven't you, Melody? Because I see your Facebooks. Hi, Susie. Susie's Craft Room and Studio. Welcome in. Susie, it's okay. I was in and out of chat. I'm not home. I just made it into Jacqueline's cell at the last minute. I had a busy day. I was out cutting. I got the rest of the peonies cut, but there's still some trees that need to be cut down. Having a hard time finding the beginning of these packages. No, I guess is it over here? It's over here someplace. I'm not sure what that tag means. Let's see what's in here. We'll come back to that. Oh, these are birds. Nesting, little birds. Little birds, little birds. That will kind of go with the art that I'm doing with this morning. Got the, bird migration. And here's a hornbill. And some birds on the back here. Ooh. And some birds off of a bird calendar. Ooh, it's going to be hard to choose. Oh, there's several of them. She gave me pages from September of 2012, and they're front and back. But they would actually go nice in a transparent page, because you have a page here and a page here, and you wouldn't have to cover them up. So we'll think about that. And now this, you traveled some, and we still babysit the grandkids every week. Yeah, I've been kind of following you on Facebook, seeing all your family goings on. School starts next week, Angie says, and she won't get to do nothing because school's starting. No Snowy Mountains. Looks like some feathers. They'll go good with the birds too. Maybe that's why she put them in there. And she's got a bird brain. Got birds on their mind. And there's a tag. I think this is sort of a kit. So I'm going to put all of this together. This will make a nice transparent. I'm seeing transparent art journal pages all over the place here. Birds. Looks like some buttons. Feather here. Well, I'll put that button in last. And maybe the feathers in last, because they're falling all over the place. I'll have plenty to keep me busy for the next 10 years. All right. Susie's going to go reset her internet. She said she'd be right back. I made a pizza this afternoon. My brother and I are out of groceries. We didn't go shopping. We're waiting to hear from his family about what's going to happen next week. And so we're holding off on our shopping, and I don't think we'll hear till 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and we're supposed to go down there on Sunday. I tell you, that just kind of, I'm going, thanks for giving us plenty of time to get things together and plan. We kind of talked about it, but she said she'd call and verify and confirm, and we're still waiting to hear. Now, I'm not complaining. I'm very grateful to get to go, but I'd like to know when. Okay, so there's those. And then I think this is a bag of fabric. It says fall. Oh, fabric. F-A, I think there's a B-R-I-C. Fabric. And you open it up. I'm going to take the price tag off of it here if I can. Oh. Little stamped bag of fabric. Says something bag. If I can get this torn off. It's so good to see you all. Susie said she loves the Smoky Mountains. She wants to live there. And Angie says, Susie, I love it here, but I don't want to live there. I love it here, but I don't want to live there. Okay, and these are just bits and pieces. This will be nice for making tags, doing tags, tassels, doing slow stitch, just little bits. I'm not going to take it all out. You get an idea of what it is. And it's stuffed. It's stuffed full. I'm going to restuff it. It's stuffed. I like how that button works. I'm going to have to remember that. I'm not... Hi, Allie K. No, I'm opening up auction items, and I think I'll finish up that transparent art journal page that I started this morning. This is a bits box. This is little bits and bops. I can't wait to see what's in here. I like my little bits and bops. I might have to find a place under Penelope's throne for this. Another transparent art journal page. What's in the bits box? Oh, it opens like this. It's hinged box. Look. Oh, look. We have a slide mount. It doesn't have anything in it. A number 3. Some little page tabs. Some little metal pieces. A vitamin D coin, pasteurized milk, one of those little pins that hold the postcard. I like that. A little clamp, a swivel clamp. A little wooden butterfly. Oh, how cute. A little tag that says travel and bright. And then a bunch of little buttons and a little clip. And a bunch of little buttons and beads that I'm not going to take out. Some butterflies here. Butterfly buttons. Come on, little butterfly. He's pretty. Got 2 of them. How cool. I'm going to keep this out. I'm going to put it... I don't think I'll put it under Penelope's throne, but I'm going to set it up there because I'll probably be reaching for this when I want stuff to work on. A little bits box. Bits box. Boy, that one just... I don't know how she got that in there. Like that, I guess. Alright. We'll put it up above. This big old rose was in the kit that I opened from Keisha's. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm tempted to take it apart because I really don't have a use for it. I'll have to think about it. We'll put it back up there. All right, what else do we have here? We have a maid. I'm ready for my tea. There's no maid in this house. Some sewn pieces here. Let's see, I think this opens up. Here or here. There. And in here we have a little sewn pocket is what it is. Isn't this cute? A little tag that you can work on, and the tag has a pocket. And she folded a tag up. Isn't that cute? And then she put a little fabric cluster, a little blanket stitching around a little circle, and a daisy. There we go. That is cute. I like that. I'll put that with those. I got some die cuts here. I'm going to package this stuff together because that's probably how I'll be going at it. She sells these things and she packages them up to sell. I ordered one of her forest kits. I can't wait to get it. I told her tonight to invoice me. Hi, Del Lobo. It's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Susie's back. Welcome back, Susie. Mail. I ordered that fabric bag tonight. This one. This has a lot in it. Boy, I'll tell you, I only pulled out a few pieces. And you know, there's just a lot tucked in here. No, I'm not organizing tonight. I'm enjoying myself tonight. I probably won't get any more organizing till, well, it just depends what happens next week. If we're gone, it'll be another whole week before I get in here. If we're not done, it'll be sometime next week. It might be on Sunday. Oh, I think this is a manger scene. I think this is a Christmas. It opens up and yeah, it's a Christmas nativity scene. That's what this is. See, there's the manger. And you have the 3 wise men and a shepherd and a star. And it looks like some ground. What's this? Where's baby Jesus? Oh, he's there. A little lamb. And I got 6 wise men. I got 6 wise men. Maybe these are supposed to be pop dots. Here, maybe those are supposed to be dimensional. 6 wise men. And a camel, 2 camels, 2 shepherds, a lamb, and some sticks, some lumber. I think you're supposed to put these in pot dots because see, there's 2 of them, and I think you're supposed to make them dimensional. I think that's what these are for. I don't know. That's just my guess. Oh, there's another lamb and a star. We'll put this together for Christmas. Come on, star. A star, I think, is gold. All right. Can I get it back in? That's the question. at the roof of the building. There we go. Let's put the lamb in there. Gotta have some lambs. All right. And I'm going to put that in here just to keep it together. And some green, I think these are index cards. Those are pretty. I'm going to keep those out. Some ribbons. Is that, I think they're just ribbons to make a castle. I'll keep those out. And that's transparent. Transparency. The fabric. The napkins. I'm going to put those in the... Now these, I'm going to keep out. And maybe that green. So I might work on something tonight. We'll see. Let's put these in here. The fabric I'll put with my fabric stash. I have Christmas boxes that I put Christmas fabric in, so they'll go out in one of my Christmas boxes. Do I want to keep these out? Oh, this might be, is that a tassel? No, it just says ribbon. Ribbon snippets, and she gave me a clamp, which made me think it was a tassel. But I think they're just snippets. Yeah. Oh, I know what it is. She made it so, here, let me show you. And I thought this was a cool idea. And I might just hang it up here. What this is for, I'm going to tear this one because, no, it's tearing open this way. What this is for is to hang up, and then when you want a bit of ribbon, she calls it a ribbon snippet. You can, it's on a ring. It's a clamp on a ring. And if you want a bit of ribbon, how much ribbon is there? If you want a bit of ribbon, you can just pull a piece off, depending on how much you need, and snip it off. She calls it a ribbon snippet. I'm going to put that, I'm going to clamp it onto something over here. What am I going to, I'd like to clamp it up there, but I know I'll have to reach for it. Let's see if I can get this clamp open. And clamp it onto my little wire, if I can find it. It's up above. Hold on. Where's it at? It's right here. Oh, I'll have to do it after the stream where I can see, but I'll hold that out. I'll put it up above. And then I just have the Christmas fabric that I'm going to put in my Christmas boxes. And then I'm saving these. Oh, is that a feather? Let's put this feather in here. Over on the other side. These I'm going to save for transparent art journal pages. So, thank you, Jacqueline. It's always fun. It's always fun to open her. I'm ready for my tea, please. I'll be ringing that till Christmas. All right. So, oh, there's another feather. Feathers are flying. Let's put it inside. Let's put it back in the package here. I think the package opened this way. So I'll put these in here like that, and the fabric, these I'm going to keep out for transparent art journal pages. I'll just kind of put them aside. These will go out in my Christmas box. There's another one of these. And I think I'll put this back in. These I'll take out in the other room. And I'll put these in here. Okay. How fun was that? I got another Jacqueline package. I'm going to have to put them all in one spot. Thank you, Jacqueline. She's probably doing invoices. She had a sale tonight, this evening. It might be someone else, but I'll take the attention, Dell says. I haven't been well. Oh, Dell. Well, I'm glad you're getting better. There's no actual price, Dell. We're all supposed to track Dell down to make sure you are still well. Angie said, my foot's hurting bad tonight. Oh, Angie. Let's see. Susie said, I will be leaving my channel September 1st, I think. I'm joining with someone else working on legal stuff. You are? Oh my goodness, Susie. Well, let's see. Allie K said, well, there's someone named Dell that she's trying to track down. I haven't seen them for a while. If it's you, I have won the prize. Lumber for the, oh, lumber for the manger. Is that what that is? Dell says, Allie, I've subscribed to Rosemary's stream, but I haven't shown up for a while. Are you Dell at Rosemary Morris's stream? So they're trying to figure out where the Dell is Rosemary's looking for. So this paper from Jacqueline is always so pretty. Always, always so pretty. It kind of got wrinkled in the mailing, but that's all right because I wrinkle it up anyway. And what I have here that I started the other day, I don't know, I can't remember what box this was, but I covered it with some old tea paper and stuff. But I'm thinking this paper, some of these sheets, if I fold them in half, let's pull one of these. I'm thinking I can get, if I fold it, no. How about if I fold it this way? I think there's two sheets here. How about if I fold it this way? It's too short, but not by much. And I could have room for tags and stuff at the top or at the bottom. And then if I fold it this way, yeah, that's not going to work. So if I fold it this way, no, I'm going to have to figure out how I want to fold this paper. This may not be the right size of paper. But how about if I fold it in thirds? That's about the right size width-wise. And then I'll just have a strip down here that I can do something with. How I will need it about, I hate these metal rulers. I don't hate them, but they're hard to see in my lighting. Probably about 6 1/4 inches. And so 6 1/4, if I fold it in half this way and this way, well, not in half, in thirds, I'll have this much left. And no, I can't yet. I'll have to figure out how I want to put this in here. This may not be the right paper for it. I've got other paper, but it would sure go nice in there. So I think I'll take this and put this back in the envelope, Jacqueline's envelope, and find something else for that. I don't need to work on it tonight anyway. Boy, I'm thirsty. That pizza I made, I used garlic and tomato sauce and onions out of my garden. I minced them, and cheese. And I didn't think my brother was going to like it because he never likes anything that's got more than the bare necessities in it. Cheese and bread with tomato sauce would be good for him, but I had to put garlic on there and onions. But boy, it made me thirsty. I didn't put any salt in it. I had salt in the bread dough that I made, but I put that cover back under there to keep it flat. Now let me get a drink of water because I'm thirsty. Angie, what are you saying? I can't change that. Would one of the mods look at Angie's message and see what's going on there? I can't change it on my tablet. I doubt that I can change it here. Angie, sometimes I know Karen K messaged me once and said it looked like you put in a password and it was just gobbledygook. And do you have a cat that walks on your keyboard? Sometimes we're not sure about those things that you put in. We don't want to give everybody your password. Let's see, I need to go to my stream. Skip that. Hi, Legia. Hi, Goldie. Oh, let's see, what did you say, Angie? Did somebody take care of that? Susie, no? Is that what it was? I don't see it on here. My foot is hurting so bad. Oh no, Angie, I'm sorry. Oh, and she says she can't prop it up. Allie Kid said, Deli hasn't shown up for some hay time in some while. It might be someone else. Hi, Teresa. Good evening, good evening. It's good to see you. And Susie and Goldie and Legia. Welcome in, ladies. Oh, it's good to see you all. It's good to see you. I'm trying to use this phone not as much because the back came off of it. I think the heat. But I'm going to take it in and have him check it and make sure that that glue it's got a nice seal now, but I don't trust it, so I'm only using it for check on things. Okay, now I have another auction haul. Yeah, I couldn't stay away from the auctions. This one I'm really looking forward to opening both of them, but this one is from Lindy and Sean. And let me take the mailing label off. Should have done that this afternoon, but I was tired. I was really tired today. Let's see if I can get a hold of it. Now I need to get my knife out anyway. So are you all off to a good weekend? Are you all off to a good weekend? We're going to have to go grocery shopping tomorrow. She'll probably call while we're gone. That's usually how it goes. There we go. And I'll plop that over there in case I need it. And now this looks bigger than it is. I mean, it looks like there's more in there than what I have because one of the items is big. And I think he doubled up on the, or she did. Whoever packed this, I've got double cardboard here. Let's open it here. And there. Yeah, they put an extra piece on here. Probably because it wasn't going shut very good. And they made it nice and secure. Don't cut yourself, Mary. Angie will be not taking your knife away. Okay. So I'm going to take out the little thing. Well, I'll probably take it all out. Let's put it on my lap now that I got some yarn. We'll go look at that. I got some goodies here, some art journaling goodies, and I can't wait to show you what I have here. I'll show it to you last. And I'm going to put the cardboard box, there's a paper clip, behind me. Alright. What do we have here? Yummies. My scissors. We have some yarn. It's kind of a I want to say it's a light greenish color. It's like a baby yarn. Feels like butter. Lion brand. 218 yards, and I was thinking it's like a sport weight yarn. I was thinking I could play with my tatting with it, with a yarn needle, a yarn tatting needle. So there's that. I got some beautiful fabric. Some beautiful fabric. It looks like a fat quarter. And I'm not sure what way it goes. I guess it goes like this. Beautiful fabric, kind of a collage type thing. It says shine your light. That's probably why I bought it. Shine your light. I did, when I first moved down here, I did a shine journal. Was it? I'll have to, it's in the other room. And there's a cow card. A cow dog with a dog head. I'm not sure what this is. I guess it's a dog, not a cow. It almost looks like a dog that looks like a cow. It's a dog, I guess. A husky dog. It's a cute card. It's by Creative Papers. Doesn't say what kind of card, but she looks like she made an envelope for it. And the envelope is stitched out of music paper with some ephemeras in it. Bee collage. Some button tassel. And I guess, oh, there's something else in there. Another little button cluster, and I think the card went in there. I think all of this went in here. I think that envelope is made out of wallpaper and music paper, and it's zigzag stitched close. Oh, and I got this. This is gonna be nice to have. This is kind of metal, and it's a 6-inch ruler, and it's got the little graph papers on it. Oh, I'm liking that. I'll keep that out. Put it there for now. Oh, I got some more of these dogs. I guess they're dogs. They remind me of a cow, though. See, like that? Reminds me of a cow. Well, a cow doesn't have that kind of a tail. Interesting cards. I'm going to put them in here. I guess I'll mail them off. Oh, maybe those went in here. What's in here? I got another envelope. Oh, some ephemera. There's a goat in here. A goat and some sheep and fresh baked pies, farmhouse living, and some horses. Little ephemera envelopes. Now, the night that I went to their sale, I happened to be fussy cutting. And I was so sick of magazines. So what did I do? And I think Cindy was in there. Wait, I got a plastic ruler. I'm going to keep that out. It's hard for me to see those metal rulers, but I don't know if that green one. But Lindy was saying, was it not Lindy? It was somebody else in the sale. It might have been Susie who said, but you can't have too many. That's a bargain for Newsweek magazines of 1946 and the 1940s. This one looks like I tore it, stuck on. That paper clip was stuck on. We'll put it back. I'll probably tear it anyway. This one is 1946. And then this one that I tore. Why are these paper clips on here? I guess to keep them from... This one is cute. This one's 1946. New week. And I thought I was cussing myself out because I said I don't need another magazine. So I bought 4 of them. Or I got 4 of them. I don't understand why all these paper clips are on there. I guess to hold them shut, but... Oh, that's cool. Look at that face. Cute. I will say these are interesting magazines. Look. Oh, I thought that was music. It's a column. Take these paper clips off. And here is, looks like wallpaper. Oh, it's made out of an embossed piece, and it's an envelope, kind of a folder with some ledger paper. You can do whatever you want with it. Put ephemera in it, fussy cuts, and this is some dyed papers. Now these might look good in that same tonal value of that little journal I have out, but I haven't figured the sizing out. I'm going to keep that out. And then here's some, I got a Bow Bunny paper here. So there's that. There is that. Now this I want to keep out, but where am I going to put everything? I don't want to put this back in the box because the box is big. I'll set it behind me for now and figure it out after the stream. Some pattern tissue paper. I guess I will put it in the box to keep it there. Now, what I really was waiting for was this. was this. Sean makes these ironing boards. And I bought a large one. I don't know if this is the largest size, but this is perfect for my desk when I need to press something. And who was, it was Adria. And she was helping Lindy out. And she kept saying all this fabric. And I wanted this. And I said, I'll take whatever letter this was. I think it was A. I said, A. And she kept on talking, and I said, A. Finally, she kept on talking like she was trying to sell me another fabric. And I'm going, A. And Lindy said, I think she wants A. Isn't that cool? Look, it's got faces in there. This is cool fabric. So thank you, Lindy and Sean. I'll keep this. I'll probably keep it underneath my desk, seeing it's got a felt on the back, and I'm sure it's got batting on a board in there. So I've been looking forward to getting this, and I'll probably keep it under my desk where I keep my trimmer and my scoreboard and all of that. So yay! I've been looking forward to getting this. Hi, Debbie Epps. Welcome in, welcome in. Debbie, when is your next sale? Oh, Goldie, she said, I had a horrible week, too. Goldie, we're sending you all sorts of love. Goldie lost her little dachshund, her little Goldie dog. Stephanie lost, it got bit by a rattlesnake. I'm so sorry, Goldie. Sending you all sorts of hugs. Hi, Amy Wilcox. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Susie says, thank God, I need a new week. This one was horrible. Yeah. Susie says, Allie, let her know how to set up PayPal friends and family. No money comes out of that. There are other ways, too. I don't know for sure if they take part of the money. Mary, I just love your tatted tassels. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Allie K says, Susie, she said it will probably be in the next month or so, not right away. Susie says, hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. I missed saying hello to you. Welcome in, welcome in. Sounds like Susie's going to shut down her website in September, or her YouTube channel in September. Oh, Lizzie Brewer. Allie K, I will have her in my prayers. I'm trying to catch her sale or make a donation. Lizzie Brewer's daughter has cancer, and Lizzie wants to have a sale to help her pay part of the medical bills. I just caught a part of it. I haven't caught the whole thing, but I got that much of it. Susie says, Legia, I'm joining with another creator. There are a lot of things I can't physically do since she's already sells on Etsy. She will sell my stuff too, and I will make videos because she's shy. Aw, that sounds like a good partnership. Allie K says, Mary, PSA, Lizzie Brewer is having her auction date to be determined. She's raising money for her daughter's cancer treatment. She's accepting donations. Some have asked. Yeah. I was thinking I would send some stickers in for her to sell. My stickers seem to be easy for me to do, easy for me to print off, and I'll try to make them something that we haven't done in our Fib Diggity group. I'll pick something else. I was thinking I've got another French lady newspaper that I have not shared here yet or put in the public domain folder, and it's an old one. It's like 1865 or something. I might make some stickers out of that, or I have some other things I might make stickers out of. That is copyright free. So I am so happy to get this. Let's see if I can find a space for it here. I'm sure I can. I've got room under here. And let me put it down. I think I'll face it back out so that, oh, it fits. Perfect. Perfecto. All right. So that's all the auction haul I have tonight. What did I put up here? This ribbon came from Jacqueline. It's a snippet ribbon. If you're working on something and you need a piece of ribbon, you can snip it off of here. I'm trying to think where I want to put this. I guess I said I would do it after the stream, didn't I? The other thing I wanted to show you, and of course everything is loaded up here. I went out and took pictures of my garden tonight. I mean, this afternoon. Now, these came out kind of dark, but I'm going to use them. I forgot to make them lighter. But these turned out nice. These are just around the house. And I'm going to put these in my July art journal for summer. I've got to get this out of my way. So let's go to my July art journal. What do I have here? This stuff can be tossed. See, I had a tatting class with Tammy, and I brought some of my tatting stuff in that needs to go back in the other room. All right, here's my July. I've got some wash here. Put that back there. I might have to hop, skip, and jump out of here. So what I thought I would do, this is for a slow stitch piece that I'm going to work on next week. I think all my first signature in my July art journal is done, except for the fireworks page. I have a page here that I'm going to do a paint it black. And I happen to have black paint out here. And I'm going to splatter. But everything else in here is kind of beginnings of America, celebrating 4th of July, our freedoms. It's a July patriotic pages. They're in a parade. And then I've got a slow stitch piece that's going on there. And so now I'm starting in summer. And what I thought I would do, this is just a summer bicycle and window, and if we get to go down to the lake, I'm going to journal here. So in here, I think I'm going to start putting pictures of the yard and the garden. And I think I'll start with these. These are my flowers. This is the house. You can't see it very well, but I know what it is. This is I named my little scarecrow Sister. And these are the hollyhocks. These are marigolds. These are the 2 mineral tubs I have under the black walnut tree. And this one didn't come out very good at all. But it was they're too dark, but I'm going to use them because I don't want to waste the sticker paper. And these are okay. I know what they are. And I'm just going to Steph said she was suffering so bad. I'm just glad she didn't fight for it any longer. It was terrible. The vet said it's because it bit her in the neck, and it was such an extreme reaction. Oh, I'm so sorry, Stephanie. I'm so sorry. You know, it's just so sad that things like that have to happen. Poor little doggy. Now you have another one, don't you, Luce? You have another dachshund. How is she handling the loss of her, I'm going to say sister, but I don't know for sure. Is she lonely for her companion? Lucius is doing better from missing her already. At least didn't have to give him any anxiety meds last night. Oh, Lucius is a little fella. Oh, okay. I thought they were both little girls. I don't know. I don't know these things. Sometimes I feel stupid. Sometimes people come into the chat and I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I have to ask, because sometimes the names are so similar. Or this one, these are turned. Of course, it's kind of dark in here. When I get these out in the light, they look better. So I cleaned onions the other day. I do think we're going to get some watermelon. I'm not sure. I have to ask my brother if he's seen any baby watermelons. I see blooms on them. If we get watermelons and potatoes, I'll be happy. I'm kind of disappointed that my tomatoes aren't blooming. They're just, they bloom. They get blooms on them, but they don't fruit. And we've had such extreme hot weather. Boy, those are really dark. We've had such extreme hot weather. Oh, I guess it goes like this. I'm not sure how this one goes, she said. Now, I don't have it up right yet, do I? Did it go like this? Yeah. Don't even know how your own flowers look. I don't know if I'm going to use this one because it's so dark. This was of Becky's hosta. Becky gifted me a hosta. Now it's not going to bloom this year, but it got. I don't know. I might have. I might have adjusted it too much when I printed these off. I should have left them at the original setting, I guess, because everything's much greener. It's really pretty and green out, and these pictures are showing up really dark. But I'm going to use them because I don't want to waste the paper. My little scarecrow is showing up. I'll just use the ones that I like. The house is much bluer and brighter. I actually think this one is this one. I'm not going to use that one. This one shows up a little better. My flowers. This was the bird bath. I did not put the bird bath up. I mean, I got the stand up and I got the bowl out, but I didn't put water in it because the mosquitoes are so bad this year. But there it is, right there. And then I got flowers and some moss roses in there. These are hollyhocks. These are mineral shrubs out by these. This is a hanging basket with petunias, but boy, I'll tell you, it's dark. I'm not sure I'm going to use it. I'm only going to use the ones that I can see what they are. The scarecrow. The geraniums are upside down. And the houses are dark. What do I have here? Yeah. Kind of disappointed. But I didn't want to reprint them. I should have lightened everything up. You live and learn. All right, I think I can get a couple off of here. These are out by the garden. And that's a hollyhock. I might go out again or readjust these and print some more of the ones that aren't showing up too good. And lighten everything up. You guys are seeing them much brighter than I am because the light from the camera is shining down on my book. And then this is the garden. We got a squash and watermelon plant coming in here. I've got some pampas grass. This is butterfly weed. This is potato and sweet potato. Over here is corn patch. And over here is another watermelon. And there's some wormwood in there. That one's doing beautiful. And then I got a row of marigold back in there and another mineral tub over there. But this tree that you see is dark is really a beautiful green. And my camera just did not, my camera has it okay. My printer just made it all dark. I might redo that one because I like it, but this one, I'll do this one. I'll keep these ones that I'm holding back and lighten everything up and reprint them. I can't get a whole lot on here anyway. See, maybe put her over here. That one up there, maybe. Am I going to fit these on? Oh. I might have to hold this one back just because of the size. Or I could cut that one down a little. Cut this one right in here. And this one, I think I'm going to reprint these. So I'm going to hold these back and reprint these and see if I can't get better coloring. Because I like the pictures, they just came out too dark. So, what I'm going to do, I think I paint my page yellow. That might, I think I'm going to paint my page a bright yellow for summer. What time is it? 8:30. I'm only going to be on till 10 because I am tired tonight. I had a big day today. Let's see. Grab one of these pages here. Put these out of the way. Put my knife away. Scissors. I don't need those anymore. I'm almost tempted. This is a metallic matte finish. I'm almost tempted to use this. Let's get a brush. A towel. And can I use this one? Is it clean enough? I think so. Oh! Let's repair that. I put some glossy accent in there. I leave these brushes in the water too much. Here's my glossy accent. But the glossy accent seems to repair them when I do something stupid like that. Hold on, I'm getting my glossy accent out. And I just put it along and I'll set this aside and let it dry before I try to use it. Put that back on there. And that seems to hold it. We'll just let it dry. And I'll get another brush. How about that? Throw that towel away. What else do I have here? This one. This one will work. This one's nice and clean. Now this is a matte finish, so it should not stick together. This is a brushed metallic, so it should not stick. In an art journal page. I don't like putting metallics in my art journals, but if it's a matte finish, I don't think I'll mind. Hold on to that, Mary. I don't think a matte finish will. And I might need just a teensy bit more. I guess I'll go ahead and do my fireworks page tonight too. Get that done. So I got a splatter. Angie, did you go to sleep? Took an Angie nap? They're good for you. I did not need to take a nap today. I slept good last night. I actually went to bed early, fell asleep early, and I slept until my alarm went off this morning at 3:30. I get up at 3, or I set my alarm for 3:30. I don't always get up at 3:30. But I didn't stream until 7. I've been kind of being easy on myself this summer and not streaming at 6 in the morning or 4:30 in the morning. This paint's kind of warping this page in here, but that's okay. There we go. Alrighty. I think most of the paint is used up on there. I'll put it in the water. I'll have to wash out my brushes before we take off next week, if we take off. Now I'm beginning to have my doubts. Let me give this a quick dry with the heat gun. If I can get it out here. It's stuck on something. What are you stuck on? No. twisted up. Cord is twisted up. Hold on. What in the world? Let me unplug it. How in the world? Where are you going off to? It's all twisted up. Okay. How did it get way over there? I don't know. I guess I jostled stuff around. Hold on, I gotta find it again. Plug it in. Be dry by the time I get there. Oh, and then it falls out. Oh, it fell completely out of the... Where did that go off to? I can't see down there. I need better lighting. Plug you guys back in. You're at 88%. How do you feel? Gosh, I can't see a darn thing. Where? Now, be good. And I think I knocked some ink pens off. Alright, it's probably dry. No, it's not quite dry. That paint kind of warped the pages in there. It's not bad though. I'm going to be putting pictures over it. Got this sticker on the other side of it. Kind of pretty. Gold metallic. It's a matte finish, or I would not have put it in here. I don't know how they do a metallic with matte, but they did. Deco art. And it's dry. Now, where are my stickers? What did I do with them? Put them up here. To rearrange them. I think I put these. I'm not sure how I had these. Should have taken a picture. I'll do it like that, and I might leave a little journal spot down here. Alright, now this should be pretty easy to get the sticker off. And I'm going to put this one up in this corner. And I'm just kind of guessing. And I had this one over here. It's pretty darn close. Let's put this one there. Should have moved that over. I don't think I can move it now that I have it down. And I could cut this one down a little. This is just a hollyhock. trim it on this side too. I didn't get that too straight with those scissors. It's a little better. It just is a reminder of me of working out in the yard. Did I get between them? I did. No, I didn't. You need to get between your release paper and the photograph paper. And then you pull back on the... Ouch! I'm obviously not doing it. Killed myself. Let's put that one in here. Put my little sister there, and I might need to cut this one down a little. Maybe I'll put it. Yeah, how did I have these? Like that, I guess. I'll have to, I think I'm going to cut her down a little too here. Give it a little more room. Well, I'm not getting between my papers like I need to. There we go. I'm going to put it down. No, I think I'll put it up. Right in there. And this one will go here. These are hollyhocks out on the corner, and this is a hollyhock in our backyard. My brother's drive into the garage is there. These are flowers by the black walnut tree, and that's my little scarecrow that needs she needs a mouth. She's got eyes. I think she's got a nose, but she doesn't have a mouth yet. I haven't painted a mouth on her, and she needs a skirt or something. She's got a long shift shirt on. She weathered the last winter out there on the porch just like that. She said, "I was fine, Mary. I'm just a scarecrow." All right, we'll put this one here like that. Now I have these two to deal with. And as much as I don't want to, I'm going to have to trim this one just a little. Yeah, I'm going to reprint those others and see if I can't get them a little bit lighter. And then I'll leave a space here for journaling and maybe there. It's my paper. And you want to get your needle in between these two papers and pull back on the release paper. Now let's put this one here. And I think I can, no, I think it'll put it up higher. Did I put that in upside down? Jeez. Didn't look right to me. The flowers are growing from the house. Good thing I didn't press it down. This is actually a big old flower pot. This is a wooden flower pot, and there's another flower pot behind it in there. And then my bird feeder. And these are the geraniums. Becky told me they were geraniums. I thought I got begonia. She said, Mary, those are geraniums. But I bought begonias. And I went out and looked at the label. Guess what? Becky was right. So now I call my geraniums Becky geraniums. Becky's geraniums. I got this one in a little crooked. I don't think it's going to be too bad. And this one I'm going to put there, and I'm going to leave a journal spot right in here. So I went back to Menards and bought some begonias. But boy, I'll tell you, my petunias out in the garden, they just burnt up. They burnt up. They just didn't make it in this heat and humidity. They couldn't survive it. Now the ones out on the front porch on the shepherd's hook, they're not in the direct sunlight. They kind of got shade from the tree, and they're doing fine. All right. So let's see. I'm thinking. Let's see what. This morning I used those markers that Microdot Jane sent me. Some markers. And this is matte, so they should mark on there. And I think I just want to write in black. And I'm just going to put 2025 yard and garden. So bad. So bad. Just relax, Mary. You don't have to be perfect. And garden. There, that's good enough. And that just kind of documents my summer. I spent so much time out there. I'm not really seeing the garden that I wanted, but it got in late, so maybe I just prepped it for next year. Now I'm going to come over here to this fireworks page and paint it black, because I got black paint out here. And I don't know if I'll splatter it tonight or not. We'll see. Because I'm going to have to put paper down if I splatter it. And I just want to do fireworks if I can. And I did not take the seal completely off of this. Get in there. And let's take my old scissors and kind of lift that up a little. And I just want to put some black paint on here. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to get it, how I'm going to do it. I'd like to use my fine liners, but I've been having trouble with those. All right, let's get another page here or a towel or something. Put under this one. So I see a Brenda said, my petunias have burnt up to a point. They shriveled to leaves, but they're blooming. I guess that plant had to decide between green or purple and chose purple. Do you want to be a green plant or do you want to be a purple one? I want to be a purple one. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me a choice. My petunias in the front yard are doing nice. But out there in the garden, they're out in the sun. They're getting the direct sunlight. They're out in the heat and they just burnt up. And so did my daisy. They just, that heat that we had. Now it wasn't bad out there today, but I think it's going to get hot again next week. That heat. And look, I'm using the brush. No. What happened to that brush? Did I knock it off or am I using it? I guess I'm using the brush that I did glossy accent. Yeah, I am because I feel it. All right. I guess I used it. All right. So I'm going to put that in the water. Hope that glossy accent holds. And let's get the heat gun out again. Hope it cooperates with me. Heat gun alert. Now I think I have some silver brushed metallic too. I could just do silver and gold. Silver and gold fireworks. Maybe put in a blue and I've got blue and red, or I've got blue metallic, I know, but I don't want to put metallic, real metallic on there. This brush metallic is a matte finish. I don't mind using that. But what I don't know is how it mixes with water. And if I splatter it, I'll hold my book up a little so I can see where the wet is. All right. Let's put that back. And let me put the lid back on this. I got this gripper thing that I need to put in a journal that came with the label on the gripper that Becky sent me, and I put it on this jar. I don't know why. I do the weirdest things sometimes. All right. I think what I'll do to start with is not splatter, but get a little brush. Find a little brush like this and do some streaks. Let's one thing about putting scratch paper in a box is I never have it at hand when I want it. So if I go, no, I need a point like that, and then I need them to explode out, and maybe little bursts in there. I'm trying to imagine what a fireworks looks like, and you know, have it bursting out, and then another one over in here. So that's kind of what I want to do with my gold and silver. Leave this out for inspiration. See if I can accomplish that. Let's get this silver. I think it's right here. Is that the brushed? It's not the brushed. It's silver, but it's not brushed. I've got some amethyst. Can't read that. Metallic. I might try that. And I'm looking for my silvery brushed metallic. This one, other was, it's silver, but it's not. That's gold. I'm looking for my brushed metallics. I had a whole set of them. And of course they get all mixed up. That's another gold. So I think maybe they were all gold. I thought I got a brushed metallic silver. It's hard to reach. I got so many golds here, but these aren't brushed. Metallic. Well, you know you want it, you're not gonna find it. This is another brushed. Must have been all golds. Well, excuse me while I pick things off the floor. I'm reluctant to use plain metallic because I don't want my pages to stick. I don't want my pages to stick. Let me put these things back. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I'll be out in a minute. I have these from, these are liquid acrylic. I might try some of those. I'm kind of mad that I can't find that other silver brushed metallic. But he's sure not here. I'm sure there was one in there. But now I'm questioning myself. Well, I'm going to quit looking because I'm wasting time. Hold on. Let me put things back. Got a fine liner in my hand. That's not going to work. Alright. Let's see what I can accomplish here. And when I splatter, I'm going to put this down and I'm going to splatter on this pattern paper too and see what happens there. But I'm not ready to splatter yet. So I just want to take this and I'm going to start with, see, that almost looks silver to me, but it's the light shining off of it. These are all brushed metal. Brushed gold, antique. I must have gotten all gold. Rose gold, antique gold. But I had two. I think they came in a set of 6. And this is can't read it. Can't read it. It's a gold. It's a dark gold. Alright, which one do I want? I think I want this one. So what I'm going to try to do is just draw some fireworks here. And I think this liquid acrylic might work. These two colors might work. And I'll tell you, I haven't used these much. So I'm just going to put a bit on there. And let's, like that. So let's start with some little marks, maybe, if I can. I don't know if this is going to work the way I'm anticipating it or not, but sometimes if I worry too much, if I just go and make my marks, I'm happier. And everybody knows they're fireworks. Everybody knows they're fireworks. Now I'll come in with some other colors in there, but Now, I don't want to waste this, so I'm going to come over and do the other page, and then I'm going to change color. Angie says she's still here, and Goldie says, is your foot on a pillow, Angie? Stephanie says, Goldie says it's mid to high 80s where she is. It's usually 90s to 100s. Yeah, it's been a little cooler today. I actually got out and walked around the yard a little today. I pulled my onions out of the onion patch this week and pulled all the weeds out of that, so it's I'm going to put landscape fabric down in there. I need to maybe pull some weeds out of the corn patch. But I don't know. I didn't want to get all dirty this afternoon. Let's push this up a little so you guys can see it. All right, I'm going to do something in there. These are the only type of fireworks that I remember. Well, I remember one being big and huge, and I might, one. Which one do I want? Maybe this one. Come way out like this. I kind of forgot to do that. And the others fall into the background. Now I'm just marking it up, I think. All right, that's okay. Now let's go to. I'm done with the gold. I don't want all these colors of gold. I'm going to try this, which is an amethyst, but I don't think it's brushed metallic. And I'm just going to see what happens here. And then I'm going to go to those acrylics. It's kind of a silvery color, silvery blue color. Now, I don't know if it's going to show up too much. Shows up a little. Let's do that in here, maybe. Around in there. Put some white on there too. I'm gonna splatter it, the page. So a lot of this will fall into the background. It's all sparkly. Don't ask me if I know what a firework looks like. I do kind of like it, though. I'm worried about this amethyst that I'm putting on. I'm worried it's going to cause the pages to stick together. let's put some long streaks in here. All right. All right. Now I want to get this red, I think, out of here. Red and, well, there's a pink and a, let's try the red and see how bright this red is. It's not a metallic, I don't think. It's a liquid acrylic. It's carmine. And I don't even know if I've ever opened this. I must have at one point. It looks brand new though. Oh, that's going to be way too dark. Let's mix some of that pink in with it. I've had these for a couple years too. Don't use them. Hoard them. Hoarding. This is a gold, I think. It's not pink. It looks pink to me. Oh, that's even worse. Did I get that shaken up enough? It doesn't even look right. What color do they say it is? Tiger orange? It doesn't look tiger orange to me. Yeah. Mix some gold in with that. It looks dark. The carmine I could understand, but that's certainly not an orange. Even if you spread it out on this paper. Well, I guess if you spread it thin. But it's not going to show up on that page. It's a liquid acrylic. Mix some of the gold with it and see what happens. It's probably why it's... Yeah. That's not what I'm wanting. Let's get my book out. I don't want to waste it. It's not what I'm wanting, but let's just spread it on one of these. When you spread it out, it looks orange. Yeah. There's some gold on there. Alrighty, we'll let that dry. Someplace in here. If you could just see behind me. Well, you guys have seen behind me if you've been watching my videos. All right, I'm going to put all this back because I think I'm going to splatter next. Yeah. Let's see. Those little ones go in here. I'm going to have to look for my, because I'm pretty sure I have a silver metallic. I'm just not putting my hands on it. And I don't want to go through every paint bottle on this rack. I get things out and I don't put them back in the same spot. I try to keep all my metallic on this shelf, but sometimes they get mixed up. All right, I think I'll go to some white splatter, and when I'm splattering, I'm going to put this, I'm going to get this postcard off, so I don't want to splatter that. I'm going to put this down. And I'm going to put a napkin under these to protect that. I think that's pretty protected. There we go. And I have a fan brush here someplace. I just had my hands on it. I've got a fan brush. And I've got a little cup. Now I just need some white. White. Box is getting in my way. That's white, glossy white. I don't want gloss white. I want white. White and water. I really don't need a whole lot. Probably more than I need. Let's put some water in there. I better put the lid on that or I'll spill it. Let's see what I have here. Might need some more water. And I'm going to squirt it in there. Hold on. Oh, that's drippy. Let's see if I can't get rid of a couple of these big dots. It's too much. I might put some black splatter on there too. Now, let's see. I think I'm going to... I don't like what's happening here. Let me just pull another paper towel out and... put a little black on there. This isn't going to work, but I'm going to squirt that and see if I can't just dip my brush in it and just kind of darken some of this where it's blurred. I really do need some like red on there. So let's play some more. Wash this brush out. Hold the phone. And let's get some red. Another little cup. I'm reaching. Red. How about some red apple? These little cups, I get them at the Dollar Tree, so I'll probably throw them away after I'm done because come on. I don't know if this red is going to show up against that black. Oh, I guess it does a little. The bigger spots of it do. And what I need now are some streaks. I need my fine liner is what I need. I want my fine liner, but I think my fine liners are a mess. Let's wash this brush out again. My poor water, I'm going to have to clean these brushes out again. Especially when I use black paint. That's pretty clean. Let's go back to the white. And I want to see if I can't do a more controlled splatter. Like a ring. hard to do what I want it to do. Now, let's see if I can just go. Something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is what I want, but it's what I have. I think I'm gonna call it quits before I mess it up too much. So what I want to do is save my cups. I want to take this page and just the whole book and off of the, and then I want to splatter this pattern paper and see what happens. Or at least splatter a part of it. Let's just throw all my towels away. Oh. The book, well, I'm going to put the book, I don't know. I might come back after this dries and play with it some more, but I think if I do any more to it, it's not exactly what I want, but if I do any more to it, it's going to completely mess it up more than what I'm expecting. I have to find a place to put it. Help, help! Where am I going to put the thing? Will it stay there if I put it there? No, I'll move this. Get in there. There. I think that'll stay. Now let's see what happens here if I splatter some red and white on this pattern paper. I'm just going to do this one little area up in here because I don't want to do the whole 9 yards. All right, I think I'm going to throw that away. I'm going to put that tissue inside of it that I crumbled up, so any liquid will get absorbed. And let's dip this in the white and see what happens. And what are you going to do with this, Mary? I don't know where I'm going to put it after I get it splattered. I guess I can drape it over the boxes. It won't hurt anything. Let's put some in here. Come on, get in there. Put some in there. I think she's just making a mess. What do you guys think? I'm going to quit. And I'm going to take a paper towel and stick in there because I want it to absorb the liquid that's in there. There we go. All right. Let's put my red away. Let's put my white away. Wherever did I get it? Up above. And let's take this off. I might have to clean my desk underneath. I'm going to tell you, I don't know which is the front and the back after I lifted this up. And the fan is blowing it like a scarf. I'm going to drape it over the boxes behind me. I have to stand up to do that. And it'll probably get some red on the papers there, but I think it'll be fine. All right, let's clean my desk off. She made a mess. She made a mess. That's just what? Scrap. Let's get some hand sanitizer out. I don't think those look much like fireworks, but I want them to dry and maybe I'll do something else with that page. See if I can't make it look a little bit more like fireworks. I guess I'm not a good firework artist. I need to get all those necklaces off of that hand sanitizer bottle. Oh dear. All right, let's move on. Now let me dry it a little. It's still a little damp. What else was I going to do tonight? What time is it? I got about 20 minutes here to play. Let's see what I have out. You know what I was going to do was play with some of these. Let me get them out. What did I do with them? They're over here. Hold it, let me stand up. You see these? No, those are the folders. Hold on, I gotta find them. I have to stand up, I think. Where did I put them? Well, if I can't find them, I'm not meant to play with them, right? Doggone it. Where'd they go? They didn't fall. Did I put them in here? No. These are some collage papers that I got off of Amazon Prime. And I thought I would see what's in here. I haven't really looked at these too much. They're just collage papers. I thought I have another journal here that's not, it's not my July journal. Let me get it out. I think this is a journal that I used. Jen Fiddly Bits, Cindy Rain Girl won some of Jen Fiddly Bits papers, and she gifted them to me, and I was so grateful for her doing that. And I thought that maybe I would try putting some of these in here, but I don't know what are in here. Some of these are stickers, I think. I'm not sure. I'm kind of looking to see what I have here. Looks like a couple world maps. Here's a Orchard Farm Dairy. I'm not sure. I think I need to put those in one of those plastic bags. I'm not sure I'm wanting these in here. Just as I'm looking at them, I'm not sure where I'm going with them. So I might do something else. Let's just... These are kind of cool here. But I wish they're kind of muted. And I got all these little pieces. Things like this frustrate me when I can't get them back in the box or the envelope that they came in. There. I'm not sure I want to play with these after I got them out. There is something else I want to do. And I want to design a stamp that's footprints. But I don't feel like doing that tonight. And I'm going to put footprints. I have this in my summer journal. I have this little footprints in the sand pen. And I want to do a stamp of footprints and carve it. I don't think that'll be too hard to do. I want to do it, but I'm not up to it. I'm not up to it. So let's move on. I just have to... I have to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Do you ever feel like that? Talking about getting your mojo? Melody was saying she kind of lost her mojo. Sometimes forcing yourself to do something is harder than... If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I also, for Prime Days, I got some washi tape. Let's see what I have here. It's all black and white. Let's check this one out. Looks like there's some faces on it. Let's check it out on a piece. Actually, I think the lighter color on this would go better. And of course you get one out and the rest of them tip over. Good thing it's about 10 o'clock. I was kind of tired tonight anyway, but when you're tired, sometimes it's no fun to art. Let's see what this is. This might be kind of fun if I can find the... It's right here. Now with washi tape, you want to put a little glue stick down. And I'm just going to try a strip of this across the double pages here. So let's go here. Here. Especially if you're putting it in your book like this, you kind of want to put some glue down to help hold it. The washi is never made for something like this. It's made for temporary bond or something. Most washi does not hold that well, so I always use glue when I'm putting it down. Sometimes I tape my washi tape in. I kind of like this. Kind of got it wrinkled in there, but it's okay. I like that. I liking that one. I think these others are maybe a little too dark for, of course, once you get them off of the, it might be okay once you get it off. Let's put it back. And the other thing, well, I'm just playing, I should get out that kit I was working on this morning, but I don't want to get into it. I have these Fraktur pieces I was doing. I did a Fraktur page over here someplace. Could do a Fraktur. I did a Fraktur bird there. So I got nice and crooked here. If I can get that. No. Okay, let's, I feel like playing with the Fraktur. I don't want to get into that's too complicated. I want to do something simple. There's birds here, a ship, and a clock. If I could do something pretty simple, these two birds might be fun to do. There's another one here. Dee Dee sent me this book. You guys are so sweet to me. Kind of like this bird too. He's little though. I don't want to get involved in looking at that. They did a lot of birds and flowers. Birth certificates, school certificates, weddings, baptism. That's a pretty bird. It takes me a while to decide what I want to do. I want to do something fairly simple. That would be nice, but I don't want to do them on this brown paper. There's a rooster. Don't see very many roosters. He's an odd bird. He's an odd bird. All right, I think I'll settle for that one. And I'm just going to do him. I'm going to draw him. Can you guys see? Put my bunny rabbit there. Will he hold it for a little bit? And let's get out the markers that Jane sent me. And what one do I want? Shall I start with a, I don't know. Start with a gray one. I don't want a black. I think I'll start with this gray and the pinpoint. And let's draw a bird. Could draw this bird, but I'm going to draw this one. So he's got a fairly long tail down here. So I want to leave room for his tail, his body, and his head up here. So let's start with his head. Oh, and you're not going to see, that's too light. I guess I'm going to have to maybe go to a dark blue, I guess. I don't want to do black. Let's try this blue. All right. He's not showing up very good either. I guess I'm going to have to go to black. All right. What did I do with him? Is that black or purple? That one's purple. Purple wouldn't hurt, but... Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so I'm going to draw his head. And his head comes down. And his body. And he's got kind of a beak like that. And his chest comes down like that. And then this wing kind of comes up over this way. And this one comes down like that. And then he's got a tail feather coming. And I'm going to have to make mine down a little because I'm running out of paper. Like that. That's pretty good. I'm not too unhappy with it. And then, if you could just see this, maybe I'll take a picture of it with my camera. No. Take a picture of it with my camera. Where is he at? Let's get rid of the video and... No. Now I can expand him and work off of my camera. Oh. Edit it. Look, it's got some flowers down in there. Let's see what I can do with the lighting. See, that's what I did with my photographs, and it made the printing. This is the original, and I probably should have left my pictures, my garden pictures, at the original, but I went here, and it darkened everything. Let's bring this down a little. All right. Let's go ahead and save that. And then I can zoom in on that dot. I can look at his body. It looks like he got a circle in there. Oh, I lost my pinpoint here. So let's put a circle in here. Whoops, I got the wrong end. A circle, and then I'm just going to kind of draw a little line for the red and some little lines in here for the green, just to kind of remind me. And then look at this wing. It's actually got a kind of a paisley shaped around that circle, and it comes out to a point like that. And then this kind of comes in like and over this way. And then there's some red in here, and then there's these marks going in there. And then there's these, and I'll come back and do those. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. We'll do another one there. And then this is yellow with some red. His eye is up in here. Look at the detail on that eye. We'll give it a black eye, a black pupil right there. So we'll do a little one there. And then it's got a yellow and a brown, and I'll come back to that. And then he's got little kind of like little diamond shapes for the feathers in there. Now he needs some feet. His feet come down this way, like so. Now remember, this is Fraktur art. This is folk art. So it's not like he's doing a realistic bird, but he's doing pretty good here. Whoever did this. And then he's holding on to the branch, the little bird's holding on to the branch. And you can see his little claws in there. He's got one going back this way, and 3, I think, coming out this way. And then the same over here. One kind of going behind and sort of like that. And this kind of comes up to meet the... Now the tail has some brown and gold and green, and I'm just going to outline the tail right now because I don't want to get black in there. So there's my bird. Now let's do this flower over here. I think I'm fascinated with this flower. So well, I guess we need the branch on the bird. He needs to be on a branch. And he kind of comes up like that. And he's got some leaves coming in here. And I guess one off this way. I don't know if I have room for that flower. I might just put one in there, we'll see. Could do something up in here. Alright. Let's go back over to here. And the flower, if you look at it, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals with a center, so we'll give it a center. And they're kind of shaped like that, sort of. And then they're red, and then they got a yellow. They've kind of got little buds around them like that. And little yellow halo behind them. Now this is just a bud, so let's put that little bud on there. He's just a little bud. Something like that. And there's some green in between, and then there's another flower coming over in here. the same with the little pointies. And he kind of comes this way. And there's another bud in there. And then there's one more that's kind of getting lost in here with mine. And one out over this way. And a bud in here. And then one. And when you're doing kind of folk art, or even I'm just getting inspired by this. Mine isn't looking exactly like his, but I'm not meaning it to. Now I want to put something up in there, and there's really nothing on there. Let me go to the book, or I could just do one of those flowers up in there. I'll just bring one of these flowers kind of up in here. And they got little divots in them like that. Like that, and then they've got a yellow halo. So now let me get my markers and put my phone there. And let's see if I can, I'm not sure how the orangey red will show up on here. Let's see what colors I have. It would be these colors. That's pink. Probably don't want a pink. Is this pink too? It's hard for me to tell until I do a swipe. This one might be a pink. I'll swipe it. This is a light yellow. Now it looks pink to me. These two look pink. I'll have to swipe them. That looks red. This might be more of a goldy color, but here, maybe this. I have to swipe those before. Look at all of these. Is that a white? I might have gotten two whites in here. One looks brighter than the other. This one looks like a cream colored. And I think the reds are blues and greens and browns and grays, kind of. Alright, let's set these up here. Let's do a swatch. I'm sure some of those are pink. Although we got red wings. Let's grab a paper if I can find one. You know, I bury my... I get a scrap box, and then I pile everything on top of my scrap box. All this stuff I want to do. These are the journals covers I was showing this morning. Here's my scrap box. All I want is a piece of scrap paper. I should probably keep it over on the other side. Somewhere. I just want a piece of scrap paper. That's all I wanted. I'll put it back over here. The trouble is, it's piled high over there, too. Alright. I think this is probably a pink color. And it is. So, I don't think I want that one. And I'm thinking this one might be a darker pink. Well, no, that one's kind of a yellow. Well, I think it is a pink. Now, this one might be a yellow color. I want that one. And this one is a red color. I want that one. So those two I want. And then these others are a lighter yellow. Whoops, that's the... you can hardly see it. It's a lighter yellow. A very light yellow. That's about the same. So those two I'm going to throw. Actually, I think I'll throw that one back and keep this one out. And this one is very, very light. I don't think I want that. These lighter colors will be good for maybe this wing in there. So those are the colors I want there. Now for the greens, I'll probably want this color. We'll take that and maybe a darker green for the to outline like this. And I think that's about the color scheme. There's got some green on this wing here, but I think I can use that. So let's start with this yellow color. And I'm going to do this whole piece in here with yellow, and then I'm going to come in with the reds. And I want the brush. And it's grabbing onto this black a little, even though that was, whatever that was, it's grabbing onto it. I think it was a part of this marker, I think. And I'm going to do this entire head here in this yellowish color. Now, I don't like, it doesn't stand out much, the background of the page, so I think I'm going to take a light blue if I can find one. Maybe this one. And come in around in here. And these are the markers, the paint markers that Jane Microdot sent me. See, doesn't that make it pop out a little? And then when I get that red on there too. And I'm just kind of, I'm not trying to do a precise, you know, if there's brown in there, that's okay. I'm just trying to get some color behind that bird to make him pop out a little. And I might go to that's more of a green. I think I wanted a lighter blue maybe. Even though this looks blue, it looks green on there. Now let's try this one for behind him. It's almost the same color, a little bit different though. It's the same tonal range, but it is more of a blue than, you can hardly see when you put them together. I'm going to go ahead and use it. In between here. What I like about these paint markers is they go on so smooth. I mean, I don't have to pump them, and you know, and I like that about the Sharpies too. You know, I can just add my colors that I want in there. I'm afraid that this blue is going to blend in with the leaves more than I want. But we'll see when I get there. I'm going to put some in there. You guys might see it more than I do. The blues, the differences, they're kind of about the same. Same tonal value. Between this light blue and that light green. But see, I can just put a couple marks in there without coloring, you know, every little piece in there, and you get the, it's more illustrative. My art is more illustrative than anything. Now I might, what color was this? Is this a blue or a green? I think that's a green. So where's my swatch? I think I swatched this one. That's a, well, I guess that is a blue. It's hard for me. My lighting is so bad. I might come in here and put in a little darker blue in here. And just kind of swatch it in. That's really more of what I want. But I'll leave some of that lighter color up above, I think. Just kind of scribble in there. Alright, I'm not sure if I want it that way, if I want that split, this light and that dark, but that's how I'm going to leave it for now. And you know, and I'm limited. You can't really mix your colors here. You're limited to what you have. That's the pencil side. All right, I have to look at this again. So let's grab this yellowy color. And let's put this, I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make up there, but it's picking up some of that black on it. And let's put a streak of it in here, and a little streak maybe going in here. And let's grab that reddish color, and let's do some. See, that's just not red enough for me. That's not red enough. I might come in with a brown or something on there. It's not dark enough for me. This is the point to where you really do kind of want to mix your own colors. But you know, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, really. I'll put that bird in there. He's got a red. Oh, it grabbed the wrong. I think I got the right side and I don't. And then he's got a definite, what's my black? He's got a definite black and a black around in here. And that red in there. And then and I'm going to use this blue in there. Now, I think I need a brown. I guess that's the closest thing to brown. Maybe this one. Keep losing my swatch card. Let's add some browns in here. And let's take that red. And let's kind of smush this a little in here. And up his neck, up to his eye, kind of round in there. And here, a little bit in here. Now, let's go back to that brown and do my marks. And in fact, I think I'll outline him in brown. Brown up in here. And I don't have the brush side. And let's make his beak brown. Now I'm not liking that, how dark that blue is now. I'm going back to a lighter blue or green, whatever I had here. And I'm going to add some He's got a definitely green keep losing my swatch card. That's not what I want. I want a darker green. Might be a little too dark, but he's got a green lines in there. And let's add a little light on that. And at this point I start losing my colors. I want the brown, the dark brown for his feet. And then I'm going to take his eye, had a ring around it, and I'm just going to draw a ring around it like that. And then, let's see what I have in here for colors. Maybe, no, that's pink. Looks like I got some grays and gray tonal values there. Maybe I'm not sure what color this is. Looks like a real light gray. Those are whites. Dark grays. Oh, that branch is what I'm looking for. I guess I'm going to go with this again, and then I'll some browns on it. And where's my browns? Not exactly what I'm after, but it'll do. And then let's use that red for some of these leaves. Reds and greens. Get up that green. Yeah. Yeah. And I start losing my colors. Now I do think I'll go back to the black and kind of outline these. Make them pop. Yeah. There's that light yellow. Almost too light. All right, let's do the flowers. So they were a red. This is red. To me, it looks pink. But all my reds look pink to me. Red doesn't look red to me. It must be more expensive to do a true red. That's the only thing I can think of, because there are some like Tuscan reds that Deco Art and Plaid do that I like, but most reds look pink to me. These definitely look pink. They don't look like a true red, but the cap says red. Oh, let's do it up in here. Green. Thought I had a dark blue. I just don't. That's green. Well, that's... Where's my swatch card? That's a blue, but it's not the blue I want. Thought I had a dark blue. I guess I don't. Where's my glue stick? Put the cap back on my glue stick. Where is it? Did I not put? No, here it is. Well, I guess I'll use the dark green because the blue isn't blue enough for me. The green's hardly blue enough. Guess I'll use the black. Try this one. No. Black seems to work the best. I'm into doing this. I was going to leave at 10. I'm sure it's after 10. It's 10:30. I'll leave after I get this page done. I don't have anything I'm doing tomorrow. We are going shopping. We can eat groceries. We've been starving in our house with nothing to eat. I've been eating macaroni and cheese. I don't know what my brother, I asked him what he was going to have for supper tonight, and he said he thought he'd have chicken noodle soup. And I said, well, I thought I'd make a pizza, and he was okay with that. All right, now I want to put some of this yellow, which looks pink to me now. Is it pink or is it yellow? It's yellow. I want to put some of that around in here. Kind of gives it a halo effect. You can't see it, but it's on there. Now, let's go back to that black. Finish my bird. I guess that brown too. Where's my brown? There's the dark one. Now, if I remember right, this had little diamond shapes in it. So I'm just going to take this. I think I'll do the pen side. It had little, on its tummy, had little diamond shapes in there for the tummy. So I'm going to draw some little diamond shapes. And put little red dots in them. Did it go all the way down? I think it, well, it kind of got faded out in there. Let's go to a lighter brown, that lighter. Now it's not showing up. I'll make them longer. There. Now let's take that red and put little red dots in there. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go back to the black. I don't know, I guess I'm feeling done. You can only do so much with the colors you have. You know, if you were doing watercolor or acrylic painting, you might be able to mix colors. I think I'm pretty happy with it. Let's document it. Let's see if I can write. You need 16 million colors to stay true to your page. Do I want to document it with that or this? Fraktur bird. And then I think I'll sign it down in here. And date it, what, 7/25/25. There we go. I think I'm gonna call that done. I think it's seen its day. So what did I do tonight? I opened all sorts of happy mail. Thank you, Sean and Lindy, for that ironing board and all the goodies. And thank you, Jacqueline, for all the yummy Christmas stuff. What else did I do besides this? I worked in my July journal. Let's see how that's doing behind me. It should be pretty dry by now. Let's see what's going on with my poor fireworks page. Oh dear, it looks like a mess. It looks like a splattered mess. I'm gonna have to do some more work with this. It's not exactly what I was envisioning. Oh. Yeah. It's a splattered mess. I'm looking at it. Yeah, fireworks are more, it's still damp. It's still damp here. But it's dry, but it's damp. I mean, I can touch it. Let me get my phone out of the way. Fireworks are more defined. I'm deciding whether I want to paint this out. Let me put this away. I am wondering. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it one little bit. It doesn't look like it. Looks like a splattered mess to me. I'm wondering if I take even a purple. This is black. But what I'm wondering is I come and make it more. I don't know if that's helping or hurting it. I'm tempted at this point to paint the whole darn thing out and start over again. And even though I'm putting black in there, I want the black to recede into the background, and I'm going to put some white in there too. I'm wanting my fine liners. I'm missing my fine liners. And I just haven't cleaned them out. That's a little bit better, I think. A little more in here. Looks a little bit more like a firework to me. Let's see, I have a yellow. Let's see how the yellow shows up on there. Not very good. You have a darker yellow than that? I don't think so. I've got this one, but I think they're the same. Oh, that's a pink, I think. That's pink. It's darker yellow. I think that looks more like a firework to me. I'm going to leave it alone and get out my pinkish red and border it, I think. Can I border it? Or kind of put red along the edges. Do I like that? No. Let's go back to the black. Let's do that out. That might be purple or brown. I don't know what that is. Black. I don't like that. This is what I was trying to do with the splatter, is get it into like a circle. Sometimes those dots show up in circles. All right, I think I'm going to quit. I'm getting too much on there again. I'm getting too much on there. She said I'm going to quit, and she pulls out the black. Let's go back into here a little more. Put some black in there. The black, I'm trying to push it back into the background a little more with the black. When you think about it, you have to almost be right under them to see it at like this. But boy, I'll tell you, you're sitting out in the yard, sometimes you are right under them. We didn't get to go to my nephews this year. Usually they shoot off fireworks, but I guess they got tired of doing it. They didn't invite us. They went to Minnesota and went fishing. Kind of disappointed my brother. He doesn't say, but I can tell. He would have really liked to have gone with them. He would have liked to have gone fishing with them. They don't, sometimes I think they just don't realize. They don't realize that, and I feel so sorry for my brother. Is that green or blue? I guess I threw my swatch card away. I want to call that blue, but it could be green. Throw my swatch card away. That's blue. Is there a darker one under here? No, that's green. Yeah, I think sometimes they don't. I try to stay out of it as much as possible, but sometimes I'm kind of up in the air about what's going to happen this weekend, because she hasn't called all week. She tells us things and then she forgets. She forgets and we're left hanging. All right, I think I'm going to quit. That's a firework page. Yeah! I've had it. Actually, instead of red, I think I'll put a black background down here. I think my black is drying up. I gotta get some more black. So I have another one in there. Thought I had more than one. I would take a purple. Got my toe caught in the cord. Let's see. I'm looking for my purple. I just don't like these caps. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Guess that's purple. See, it's so hard to tell. It's certainly darker than my black. My black was drying up. Mary's just not satisfied. So she makes a mess out of it. I think it's actually getting better though. Think if I just make this a big old firework here. Instead of trying to put 4 on there. Mary, you said you were going to quit. Well, I changed my mind. All right, I'm quitting. Fireworks. My version. Get these all back in there. So, tonight I opened a package from Jacqueline. I opened a package from Linda Kay. I worked in my Fraktur bird. I did this page. I think that's all I did in this journal tonight. Oh, did I do something over here? I put my garden page in. I want to draw around here, but I know these are cut crooked, so I'm going to leave them the way they are. I still have summer pages to do. What am I going to do on these pages? Maybe another garden page. Let's see, I've done a lake, a bicycle, garden. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could leave that one. I'll do something on there though. I got 6.5 pages, 6 double layouts and a single layout to do. I'll have to think. I do want to fill this journal. I'll have to think of maybe some summer quotes. Sunflower. I got some sunflower images. All right. So what am I going to do here? I don't know if I want to make this one my thumbnail. Where did he go? I'm not so sure I'm happy with him. He is what he is. So I'm going to leave my thumbnail, the hello. Is this what you're looking for? I still want to put that red button on here and make a closure for it. I do want to get this done, so I've got a week to finish it. I'll probably do some summer quotes in here. Maybe find some old photographs. All right, I'm going to bed. Let me come out and say goodnight to everybody. I got 13 of you left in here. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you all haven't gone to bed on me. It's only 11 o'clock. Of course, it's 12 o'clock on the East Coast, but Lindy says, I like your fireworks. I'm just not sure. You're just being kind. They aren't too bad. They're kind of hard to visualize. They're better than they were, I have to say. I think they're better than they were. Good night, Legia. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great weekend. And Stephanie says, love it much, Mary. I'm heading to bed soon. Good night. Good night, Goldie. You take care. Hug that other dachshund for me. She says it's coming along. Let's see. Dale says, sweet dreams to Lala. Dale said, in case I drift off, good night to all. So you guys are getting tired. I'm getting tired. Dale's going to bed. Angie's going to bed. I'm so ready for bed, she says. Allie Kay says, very festive painting, Mary. I kind of like my bird. I like my bird better than I do my fireworks. Let's get my bird out. Where's my bird? Where did I put the bird? I'm going to have to do more in here. I have more fun doing these journals. Making them, I've got to use them after I make them. Where's my bird? There's that bird. I thought I did it over past that bird. Here he is. He's kind of... No? There he is. I need a division there, a line going across there, but I'll do that another time. I kind of like my bird, considering what I had to, you only have a limit of like 20 colors, so to get the colors to work together. All right, all. Good night. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow's Saturday. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. Sunday, I do not know if I'm streaming Sunday night. I'll let you know Sunday afternoon what's going to happen. And the same way with the Fib Diggity Creators meeting, supposed to meet Monday night, it's all up in the air. I don't know. Kind of frustrated. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you somewhere, sometime online. Bye, everybody.